What's up everybody, welcome to a new episode of the EH News. This one is especially for all international students and of course non-German speaking students out there. My name is Max, I'm the head of the media department and the host of this show, and today I will explain to you how the student representatives at our university work, where you can find us, how you can reach us and how we can help you. Now let's start. First, a short introduction. The student representatives are made up of three bodies: the chairmanship, which consists of Julia, Emre and Johannes, and then there are 11 departments for specific tasks. For example, the department for media, which is my department, or the department for social affairs, and many more. And then there are the student representatives for each specific field of study, for example, energy engineering. What is our job? Our job is to represent the voice of the students in different collegiate bodies, for example, in the Senate or in curriculum committees, and of course, we also try to help you with all problems you encounter during your study. Now let's start with the university representation. The university representation consists of 9 mandatories representing the 3 different parties of Leoben: AG, Liste and VSSTÖ. They meet at least twice each semester to handle applications for the purpose of the students, elect the chairmanship team, have resolutions on the annual budget, the annual financial statements, and also to send students to the collegiate bodies of the university. Also, new department heads are elected during those university representation meetings. There is a nationwide representation as well, but I will not go into further detail on that. There is an election every 2 years for the university representation, for the nationwide representation, and for the representation of the different fields of study. So for example, energy engineering. The next election will be in the year 2023. Now, what can the EH do for you as an international student? Let's start with the most important department for you, the Department for International Students. They work with international students on a day-to-day basis to help them in their everyday life. For example, accompanying them to various public agencies like the Town Hall's Registrar's Office. Contact the department with all the questions you have and they try to help you the best way possible. Now let's move on to the next department, the Department for Services, Organization and Infrastructure. This department can mainly be found in the front office. The front office you can find at the first floor at the old university building on the left hand side. It is usually open in the morning from 8 to 12, and I think on Thursday also at the afternoon. Keep in mind, during the pandemic these opening hours might change. You can always find the opening hours at our website. At the moment you have to pre-register and then you can enter the front office. Now what can this department do for you? This department manages the printers all around the university buildings. So they are scattered in every buildings and you can print with your student identity card. So you might have one of those. It's the wrong way around. That's the right one. So other services include the calculator sticker. For most exams at our university, you need a calculator which is approved. So there is a list of approved calculators and you can go into the front office and get such a sticker for your calculator, and then you can use it for your exam. Now, how does that look? This looks kind of like that. If you have the right calculator, you just get a sticker on the back of your calculator. I think the most commonly used calculator is the Texas Instrument 30X Plus. So if you don't have one, you might consider getting this one, but you can find a list at our EH website. Another very important service is the EH Leoben shop, which you can find on our website, and there you can find all the merchandise of our university. So I will show you that on my tablet right here. You can change the language on the top right corner, so if you open the German page, you can change it, and then on services you have the Harley Shop, where you can find the merchandise which can be bought at the front office. You can also rent out a toolbox. So for example, if you just moved here and you need some furniture and you don't have the required tools, you can just rent out our toolbox with an electric drill and many more tools, everything you need to build up your furniture, for example. Then we have the plot service. I will show you that once again here too. The plot service you can find on the right hand side, just below the email sign. You can change to English once again, and you will find all the information you need there. So for example, you can print scripts via the plot service and you just can pick it up later. As you can see here right now, it is suspended until the Easter holidays. I think this is due to the pandemic. Let's move on to other services. For example, the lockers. There are lockers in our new university building right under the stairs. They are managed by the ÖH. Then there also is a plagiarism check. You can find the plagiarism check once again on our website. This might be for all your academic work. Another thing you can get from our Department for Services is a Bergkittel. You might have heard of this one before, or you might have seen it if you were at our university or have taken an oral exam. It is the traditional suit of our university or mining in general, and you can rent this one out at the front office. Just keep in mind to ask early enough, so 1 to 2 weeks in advance, and they can make sure that they have one in your size available. You can also get the International Student's Identity Card at the front office, and they will answer all your questions to the related field, of course. Now let's move on to the next department, the Department for Social Affairs. The Department for Social Affairs can, for example, help you with scholarships, psychological counseling, tuition fees, advice on financial problems, studying with disability, studying with child, equal rights, discrimination, and many more things. Just look them up on our website. You can contact them anonymously or directly via email. Up to the next department, the Department for Diversity, Equal Treatment and Anti-Discrimination. They counsel and give advice. You can share your experience with them. Strictly confidential treatment is very important in this matter, so if you contact them, nobody else will know. You can also make anonymous reports on our website. So if you go to representation, the departments, you can see all the departments and also the Department for Diversity, Equal Treatment and Anti-Discrimination, and you can contact us anonymously here. As you see, name, phone and email are optional in this matter. Now let's move on to probably one of the most important reasons for you to contact us: problems with courses. For example, if there are not enough exam dates, keep in mind there must be 3 exam dates each semester for each course. Or if a course cannot be finished during the semester you take it, which is once again a must. You have to be able to finish each course in the semester you take it. And there are 3 different groups you can contact in this case. First and foremost, the chairmanship, which is Julia, Emre and Johannes. Then you can contact the student representatives for your field of study, so for example energy engineering or material science or any other. And then there is the Department for Educational Policy, which will try to help you in this matter as well. Now there are many more departments I did not talk about today. For example, the Department for Cultural and Scientific Events, the Department for Diagonal, which is our very own magazine, the Department for Economical Issues, the Department for Event Management, the Department for Media, which I am the head of, and the Department for Public Affairs. You can find information for those on our website, as you have seen before. Now, Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. And if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask me, to ask the departments, to ask your student representatives or the chairmanship. Thanks for listening. Goodbye. See you next time.